Yo, it's LeDon, and you tune into the sit down.
Bitch, sit down. Little bitch.
Sit down. Take a seat.
Sit down. Yo, what's going on out there? We got a very special guest.
Yo.
LeDon is in the building.
Yo, what up, though? That bell, though.
We ain't got no
Gotta start off
pause
with the
or nothing.
bill. Yo, we gonna get that in there.
What's poppin', y'all?
Yeah, we real
What's going
excited
on?
to have you here today. We
Most
thank you so
definitely.
much for coming through.
Definitely.
Showing us some love.
Hey, man, I'm humble to be here, man. You know, I'm officially at the sit down. You feel me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
a, it's a
Fuck a
blessing.
meeting, we having a sit down.
And it a blessing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now we got a lot to talk about today. Oh my God, we got the mogul himself, the Nigerian Don,
Stop it.
LeDon,
Stop it.
YPVL chief,
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Hustler of the Year.
You know she been,
going.
you know she been known for a living when she throw the
man.
old name.
Yeah. So that's where we gonna start at too. That YPVL,
Okay.
that young, productive, vintage life.
How did that get started?
It was just like a freshman in college or whatnot.
What school?
Wayne State.
Okay.
So shout out to Wayne State.
Hey,
Um,
Warriors.
I was a freshman in college and whatnot, and actually I wasn't a freshman. I lied. This was 2011. I came in 2009, so I was about a sophomore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, 2011. I decided to change the way I think, my income process, and basically I came together with like two of my other friends. One was my best friend, was like somebody I went to school with, and we went to the library, and we stayed in the library for about 3 hours trying to come up with a name for a brand, how we're gonna do it. You gotta think about it. This was about 7 years ago.
Okay.
You have to think about what you were doing 7 years ago, how the industry was 7 years ago, how the retail business was 7 years ago.
It was all flu gates.
They weren't messing with none of that. Like, nobody wanted to open the doors for us. There wasn't even Detroit versus everybody back then.
Right.
Like, nothing was out. Like, Detroit was not really on. The only thing that was really out was District 81. District 81 and Joe's Coney Island. It's just like a whole bunch of stuff. But we decided, hey, we're gonna come up with. First, it was supposed to be called Young Successful Vintage Life. So we said whatever we do is gonna look like, it's gonna sound and look like YXL. I never wanted it doesn't matter. Anything that has a Y and an L in it is always gonna look like YXL. Young Saint Laurent been out for like years. So we said, you know what, we're gonna do Young Productive Vintage Life, which meant like if you're young and productive in your environment, you don't necessarily have to be young. You can be any age. But we were young, so we said young, productive. If you're young and productive in your environment, you live a life of equality, which is a vintage life. So this took us 3 hours to come up with it. And so we went to the county, got the name registered, and from there, it was a dispute between one of the partners or whatnot, because there was a little iffy thing. We were giving him money to get the name registered. He didn't get it registered. So 2 years later, so we had a business with no papers, with fake papers, rather. Right. So after that, we decided, we gonna let him go his separate way, and then we officially got the business registered like in 2014.
That's what's
so
up.
it was established in 2012. So this year makes it about 7 years?
7 years. You just had your 6-year mixer.
Yeah, last
in
year.
October.
Hey man,
Okay, where was that at?
It was at Electric Studios, Midtown.
Oh, okay.
So that was dope. So I'm officially, we're having I would like to invite y'all. Like, I'm having my first year anniversary for LeDon collection March 24th at Views Bar and Grill. It's gonna be an indoor day party. So nobody really does that in the city.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah, we definitely gonna be
Yeah,
there.
we're there. We're
We've
there.
already been talking about it.
It's a Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday. So everybody, come have a drink. So, do some hookah, all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Dangle.
Dangle. And tell them about the sit down. You might have your next guest from there. Who
No
knows?
doubt.
Because you consistently do mixers. I mean, not only do you do mixers, like you've had the toy drives, you've had fashion shows, that you've been in. I mean, I know that we've.
Yeah, definitely.
We've collabed before on a fashion show.
I feel it.
Oh yeah, we did. Like that was
Talk
actually.
a little bit about that.
Oh man, what was that? 2014.
2014.
Yeah,
it was a while ago.
she came to me,
I needed that guidance.
Yeah,
okay,
she wanted, she wanted to
Mentor.
she wanted to do that fashion show, or whatever. I was like, hey, let's collab on it. Because it's one thing I can tell you what to do, like how to go about this stuff, but it wouldn't be as effective because you still need resources that you might have some, I might have some, but if we collab on it, because it's the result is endless. So we got together, collabed on it, and it was successful.
It was dope as fuck.
It was
White House,
it was a White House,
first ever to
she
have
was,
a fashion show
she wanted something more like lit, just like more she had an expensive taste. And
so was she difficult to work with?
We wanted though.
Yes, she was, but it played out, it played out well at the end,
Right.
It was a very good experience.
Yeah, because I told her, like, you have an expensive taste. We working with like
small budget.
Yeah, we only have I think our budget was like what, like 5,000, 6,000. So it was like we working with a small budget. By the time we pay for a high expensive venue, it's gonna be like damn near like 3,000, 4,000. So I'm like, why don't we do White House where we can get it for like probably about 1,300 or so, and then build from there, and then whatever we get. So it's like, I mean, she listened, but it was still difficult. But, that's
women,
man. Whenever you work, it doesn't not just even women. Whenever you work with somebody else, I'm sure like as the show, you guys have disagreements. You guys have like sometimes somebody don't agree,
Of course.
and it doesn't matter, but y'all gonna come to like an agreement at the end of it. But at first, there's a dispute, like stuff like that. But it was all cool, It's all a learning experience for me.
Yeah,
I love working with people because that way I learn more about them. Because sometimes you don't know people till you actually work with them. It's just like sometimes you don't know people till you live with them. Shit like that. So.
Right. I always say don't move in with your best friend.
Ooh, yeah.
That's decision.
Hey, man, I was watching She's Gotta Have It.
Yeah.
Y'all ever saw that on Netflix?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that, yeah.
She
Man,
Nola Darling was a trip.
I've never lived with any of my friends.
Yeah.
I've only lived with my brother, and now I live by myself.
Okay.
But that's the thing.
Best way to go.
Now I wanted to talk a little bit. So, as far as your style for the clothing line, like, what do you go for?
Sauce.
Okay.
I go for sauce. I go for sauce. I go for drip. I go for vintage. I go for different. I go for stuff that you can't find.
Right.
Like look at me, man. I'm dripped out.
Booked and busy.
It's like like it's simple. It's simple. Like it's not expensive. It's not cheap. It's just me. So,
what's your definition of sauce?
Sauce is like basically. I'm in between. Is it cool? Is it expensive? Or is it just stylish? So what you might wear might cost you about $1,100. What I might wear might cost me about $350. Mine is just, but I make it look like $2,000. That's drip.
Right.
That's sauce. And yours is just expensive.
Mine
is just cool.
That's just it. They got it on the juice. You got the sauce.
Let's say she come, if the two ladies come around and stuff like that.
Right.
They'll be looking at you like, oh man, he got so much swag. He got this, because you probably got some red bottoms on. You got some Balmain jeans. You got whatever the case. Oh man, you dripping right now.
Right,
then I pull up. Then I pull up with some Forever 21 jacket and stuff, but the way I put it together is just so drippy.
Okay,
It's just like,
and that sauce.
South.
That's South.
No, funniest thing, I was just about to say that. I was like, say like Rick Ross. That's South. You know, put a little hunt in it.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, that's
extra drip.
Yeah, that's what it is though. Like you know,
definitely got the sauce, and I've been seeing you bringing the sauce, especially to those black
I like
tie
it.
bits.
I like what he doing with the clothing.
I'm actually excited for this year because I will be in attendance. We will be in attendance.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Sit down in there.
We will be in attendance. I will be saucy myself and dripping.
Because actually, the thing I actually want to propose a deal because I want y'all to like actually interview the red carpet. You know.
We just talk about that today.
Yeah, like you know, well, y'all, why don't y'all, you know, interview people, tell them what they wearing, you know, see if they got some sauce, you know, see if they dripping, if they dripping on.
We would love to, man.
You got to see if they dripping or they washed, you know.
Ooh,
you know, it's just like you got to.
A lot of motherfuckers washed up.
You know, you can't be washed now. You know, if you wash, you got to go take another shower, bro. You got to be dripping, dog.
Yeah, you got to have it.
Like you know, like the thing about because the theme this year is like you know is Coming to America, you know, Kings and Queens, and I've been on this definitely, and I've been on this theme before Black Panther, so it's like
most definitely.
So I'm like, you know, everybody just catching up. I've been telling them, we Kings and Queens, man.
Most definitely.
You know, the thing about it, that's what I'm saying. Like when I did the Black Tie Hills, I was trying to innovate it, like you know, because I've done it like 3 years in a row now, and the fourth one is like, you know what? I see a lot of Black Tie Hills out here now. You know, now I got to change it up. Now I got to switch it up on y'all. Now I'm gonna like, you know, I'm gonna bring the African culture to it.
Stay ahead of the game.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm gonna bring the African culture to it. You might see a lion in that thing. You don't know. You might see some acrobats. You know, you don't know what you're gonna see because the thing about it, I have time to build. I have time. I like being creative. Like I'm doing at the Garden Theater. A lot of people know.
Yeah, the Garden Theater is huge.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
It's at Midtown by Wayne State.
Yeah.
That's where I had my that's where I had the LeDon fashion show back in November. It was like it could fit 1,000 people in there. You know, it's dope. It's like mad dope. It's like,
did you set it out?
It's the LeDon fashion show.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me.
Okay.
That's what's up. Put some respect on this man's name.
I had a fashion show. Who else have a fashion show on a Tuesday?
And sell out.
Who else like, you know, Thanksgiving was on a Thursday. Who else having the fashion show on a Tuesday? And I had about 300.
Thanksgiving on a Thursday.
You know, like, you know, I'm just saying though. Who else? I'm not even here talking right now. You know, this is God's plan. If you
most definitely.
Like I'm here. I said, and I've been saying this before Drake. You know, like I tell people, like, you know, I'm here because it's just the way the mind works, the way, like, you know, the universe. It's like law of attraction, you know.
Yeah.
You hit me up, I'm ready. I'm happy to be here, you know. But the thing about it is that everything I do, I don't have a plan for it. I don't have a plan for it because it's not my plan. I just go with the flow. That's God's plan. You feel me? So it's like for me to sell that out, for me to do that, I ain't do it by myself. Shout out to my boy Jay Neely, you know. Shout out to
that name sounds so familiar. Did he go to Eastern?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You know,
he did a lot on
shout
Eastern.
Shout to the other girl. I can't say her name because I don't like her. You know, but it's just, you know.
Okay.
But shout out to the stylist, the fashion, the wardrobe stylist Don. You know, and her whole team. They did an amazing job. Shout out to Nuna Thurman. She was the co-host. You know, we had a blast. You know, the place was dope. We just the fashion show was just crazy, man. You know, and it was just a learning experience because that was my first like big fashion show, in that caliber. You know, like with 300 and something people in the building. You know, that was crazy to me.
Right.
So
that's dope.
And you doing something, right? Because you know you got celebrities wearing it. Who?
Man. I just linked with Diddy and them. You know, well, this is before I went out to LA. That's what I was actually there for. Before that, shout out to my man's Jody, man. He works for Combs Enterprise and Revolt in New York.
Okay.
He hit me up like I met him through like a mutual friend. My homegirl Tamika, she works for Combs Enterprise in LA. So I met him. I linked with him. Actually, the funniest thing, Jody, I've never even met Jody physically. This is all online. You know, this is all like phone, via Instagram, all that. Social media. So, you know, he told me, he's like, hey, I'm going out to New Year's Eve for Diddy's party at Diddy crib in Miami. Let's do something. Send me some shit. I was like, I'm gonna send you some stuff. And he was like,
Did you think it was gonna go through?
Send me some stuff for Diddy and them too. I was like, word. I was like, say no more. Bet. Let's do it. He was like, no, I need it like tomorrow because I leave like tomorrow night. Like, damn. I have 24 hours to come up with about 3 or 4 items because I didn't have it. So I was like, say no more. So I went in my bag. You know, people say they in their bag. No, I was really in my bag. I went in my bag. I don't know what type of bag it was, but I was in there. Bag. I was in there. You know, I was searching. I kept searching. I found something. I was like, ooh, okay. Ooh, you know, I was like, ooh, I like this. I like this. So I hit up some connections. I was like, hey, let's put this together. Can we put this together? You know, make it drippy a little bit. You know, all that. And it was cool. And the next thing I know, I go to the UPS. You know, there was like 120. I'm like, ooh, y'all acting totally different. Ooh. Y'all acting totally different right now.
Got they Texas back.
They're like, you know, I'm like, you know, tax season. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I closed my eyes and I shipped it up, you know, because I didn't want to look at the price no more.
Right.
You know?
Let it
you
go.
know, I just let it go, man. I was like, oh, there it go. And then the next thing I know, the next thing I know is, man, I'm looking on Instagram, you know. Days go by, I'm looking on Instagram, and next thing I know, I see Diddy's kids rocking it.
Ooh,
not just
that's a good look.
Not just one, but like about all of them had it on. Like, you know, okay. I was only like able to grab one video, which is the one of Kristen Combs. You know,
is that the one who did the song with Chris Brown?
Yep. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Kristen, man. He a real one for sure. You know, like that's homie. And everybody else, man. You know, like then I look on Ray Sherman's Snap, and I see my brand in there. And I look at Tory Lane's Snap, and I see my brand in there. It was all over Miami, and I'm like, man, this ain't my doing. It can't be. I ain't even in Miami right now.
So how did that go about?
I don't know how that other stuff. I just know the one I was able to control. The other, like with Ray Sherman, all that, I don't know how that happened. I don't know. I can't tell you.
It was just supposed to happen.
I was just like, you know, because people order stuff online every day, you know, it gets shipped out. But with that's crazy to me because that's all in the same day. That was all in the same day. I couldn't explain it. Because the same night I was just looking, not the same night Kristen had in my stuff. Like this is like the night after. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at Instagram. This is like around like 11 p.m. our time. I'm looking at Instagram. I'm like, damn. No, not on Instagram. Snapchat. I'm like, is that my brand I see? Ray Sherman? Like, that's crazy.
Have you ever been so proud of yourself that you cried?
No.
No? You ain't cried yet?
No. I ain't cried yet. Because the thing about it is like, I be trying to soak, like, it hasn't even hit me yet. So maybe when it hit me, I might cry. But like, right, I just be trying to soak it all in. I just be like, oh man, it's crazy. It's not happening right now. That's how I be looking at things. It's not happening right now. But then,
you know, it might just be happening because you're a good influence. I mean, especially with the young moguls with a plan.
Oh yeah,
right. And then,
that whole movement that you have too, like that's why I keep saying he's a hustler of the year of every year in Detroit. He's a hustler of Detroit.
So what about this toy drive? What's up with that? What happened? What was the purpose and
the toy drive?
Right.
I partnered up with Children's Hospital. No, not Children's Hospital. The Children's Center in Midtown.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like a way to give back because everybody does the Children's Hospital. Like, you know, I was trying to do something different, like a nonprofit where like I was able to impact kids that are actually going through real struggle. You know, not saying the Children's Hospital don't go, like, you know, that's like a different stage of it.
Right,
but
right.
Like,
so you trying to go more local?
Yeah, me and my boy, you know, Sel, like, you know, we
shout out to Sel.
Yeah, shout out to Sel. That's, you know, that's the homie. And we came together I proposed the idea. Even my homegirl Luxury Jessica, we came together and we did something with that. I came up with the idea. Like they rolled with it. So we did that. First year was a success. Second year was a success. We did I think our second year we did it with Cash Doll.
Yeah,
at Collective Studios. The third year we did it somewhere on Grand River, downtown, and that was dope. I've not been doing it ever since, but I just been doing a lot of stuff with Focus Hope, just different charity, and I've always been the type to give, man. I've always been the type to like, just show the youth, show the kids love, because I know where I was, man. For you to be successful, you have to be uncomfortable. You understand me? You got to be uncomfortable. You have to know what it is to not have it. You cannot be successful if you don't know what it feels like to not be successful.
Right.
For you to have a nice car, you have to know the feeling to be carless.
You got to be in that little Pinto.
Like, exactly. For you to have a mansion, you have to know how it feels to be homeless. Like, I've been homeless. Like, when people tell me walk a mile in my shoes, I'm like, dog, I barely had shoes to walk a mile in.
Right.
You understand me? So it's different. It's different. I don't have all the money in the world. I don't have a lot of money, but the little that I have, I try to break bread with everybody. I try to make sure that the next generation, the youth, the kids, the people, the have-nots, that they have a little of my bread. It's like, hey, come here, come break bread with me. Come eat at my table. You ain't got a table, come eat at mine. That's how I've always lived. So that's what the whole toy drive was all about. Like, we celebrating Christmas and all that stuff, but they don't even have a tree.
That's dope.
We doing Thanksgiving. They don't even have no turkey. Like, what's your life like though? That's just I always ask people that. What's your life like? It's not that bad, honestly. Let's be real with ourselves.
It could be worse.
And are you from the city?
No, I'm from LA. Okay. I'm Nigerian, but I was born and raised in LA. That.
Okay.
So.
What part of LA?
I was born in Inglewood, LaBrie and Fairfax. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've always had that eye. So you also do photography as well.
Yeah, I started photography about 4 years ago.
What made you come to the city?
My dad. Well, some of my family members are here. We were bad. We were bad as hell. And my pops was like, yeah, y'all gotta go to Michigan and all that. Do what because we just gang bang all that stuff.
Oh, okay, okay.
So was photography, was that like a hobby you started, or was that something that you actually had an eye for, that you were interested in? How did that come about?
Shout out to my boy Reggie, man. Reggie, what is his business name? Forgot his business name.
Oh man.
But shout out to my boy Reggie.
Well, we'll add him in there.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Reggie. So we had a studio. Well, I still do.
Which is dope as fuck.
Yeah, studio in Troy, Rochester area. And at first we just used to rent it out. I used to just be with Reggie and stuff, and he taught me how to do photography. Actually, he taught me how to shoot. I like giving my credit where it's due.
Right.
I was self-taught, but he started me off. My first camera, I bought it from Reggie. He gave me his camera for the low, because I was still a college student, so he just like, hey, I'll sell you my camera, blah, 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 use it, practice, all that. And I was practicing, although I was making money because we were renting the studio out and all that stuff, but I was still practicing. Sometimes with his shoots, he'd tell me to do it, and I get paid for it, so
that's what's up.
That's how I did. That's how I learned how to do photography. Ever since, I've been going crazy. I don't just carry my camera around you gotta be
inspired.
Like, I gotta be inspired. At this time, I didn't did so much free work. Now, if I'm going to my studio, I need that check. I need that bread. I'm not about to just go in there and not, unless I'm trying to do something for my own project,
Right.
But if I'm doing something for a friend or a favor, whatever the case may be, but if I'm going in my studio, I need that check, man. I need to feel like, man, I got up for a reason,
Purpose.
It's just like, it's just like y'all coming to work, y'all coming here and y'all don't accomplish anything. What's the point? Like, when y'all come here, y'all ready to work. Y'all ready to, get stuff done. So when I go to my studio, if I'm not making money, I'm not here. What am I doing here?
Right. Yeah, that's
I can work from home,
Speaking of your own projects, though, I mean, aside of that, you're also co-owner of Rare.
Mm.
How did that come about, and how amazing is that? I also want to know, who is your plug on the sneakers? Because I want to know. I need like 5 Yeezys.
For the low, though. For the low. For the low.
Add a little drippy to that.
Can't tell the plug. Can't tell the plug.
Yeah, man. Well, shout out to the plug, but I can't shout out the plug. It's like, yeah. You can never shout. Even the plugs don't even want to be shouted out.
Right. Yeah. So you have pop-up shops.
It's just like somebody licking the nudes, man. You can't lick the nudes. Guys can't lick the nudes.
No, they leaking nudes out here, though.
I'm just saying, like, I don't consider that as a man, dog. Like, you don't never lick the nudes. You're not supposed to. It's against guy code.
It's the women that's leaking them.
Like, I mean, this thing.
It's the women that's leaking them. The latest news that got leaked. Hurry up. Quick. Anybody know?
No, he leaked it by himself.
You think so?
Yeah, he leaked it. Like, Drake?
You think so?
He got a new song dropping. He got a new song dropping.
Wait, who we talking about?
Safari.
Oh, right. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
You was talking about Drake. I'm like, Drake? What the fuck?
I was talking about Drake. You heard that whole something happened with Drake.
But so you think Safari leaked that?
Man, he leaked them news, man, so fast. He
He
ain't got no dignity.
He ain't got no dignity.
Like, yeah, cause the thing about it is just like we know, like, I feel like Safari, he's like a egotistic like dude. Like,
I think
he be feeling himself. He's the type of person, he'd be in front of the mirror, put cocoa butter all over his skin, like all over, like, put like baby oil all over
with
himself.
A fur on.
With a fur
kufi on.
Yeah, like, it's all this stuff. You gotta know this is how the industry works. When you can't find something to get people's attention, you have to just do something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he's searching.
All of a sudden, he's gonna be on Breakfast Club tomorrow. To premiere his new song.
And am I the only one that find it kind of like weird that he on every level of hip hop, like Miami?
But that's the thing, like, he's like this thing. I'm gonna give him his credit. The dude is trying, like he's to stay relevant, bro. And the funniest thing, he's still relevant.
Yeah.
Like he's been relevant. If last year he got jumped, at the BT with Meek Mill, like, let's say the year before that, whatever he was doing, he was still relevant. He was like, his followers keep growing. This right now, he just gained probably about 200,000 followers off that.
Wow. I don't even know what it was.
There's some freaks.
She was over there.
She was over there like, did you see it?
Yeah, we was in a nail salon. I was getting my nails done, and she was getting her toes done. It was a video.
No, I don't want to see it. But what he was doing?
It was an exclusive video of him just,
jacking off.
No. He just didn't have any clothes on. He was just recording himself. Showing off his package.
Man,
basically.
he's funny. He's funny.
Like,
he's a funny guy.
He broke the internet. That I tell you.
Yeah.
Like, even if you didn't want to see it, it just you go and accidentally, like, I was on my Twitter.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't on social media that much.
Man, I was on Twitter. I was so mad. I was on Twitter. I was so mad. I'm like, can we, like, why is everybody talking? I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't want to find out. I already knew it was like some like leaked video or something. I just I feel like that's gay when you go searching for the leak. Yeah. Like, let me see what they talk about. No, like, I was like, I'm not about to. And then I keep scrolling, and the video just plays while I'm scrolling. You know why? Because it was
sound come on and everything.
It was retweeted so much.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing about it is, like,
Twitter was going ham for it.
It was retweeted, like, because Twitter ain't got no censor now. Like, it's just like everything.
Open.
You can just scroll
completely
down and it play.
Yeah, like, you see some porn, you see everything on your
I like
timeline.
seeing porn, though.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah,
I do.
Oh yeah.
I like that
This
shit.
nigga got a membership at Pornhub.
I damn near need one.
So somebody shipped me like a Pornhub t-shirt.
You should wear it. You should wear it with pride, bro.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. One day for Halloween, one day I'm gonna throw that. I'm gonna be like, I'm a staff.
Yeah,
I'm a
man,
staff at Pornhub.
Hey,
Cut
Wear
that
with
check.
pride.
And I'm gonna tag them too. I'm like, hey man, cut that check, man.
Shit, they giving
For
35
sure.
bands to upload a video.
No, I'm trying to tell you, everybody, all them actresses and actors on
35 bands.
on Pornhub, like their accounts are verified. They got a house on the hills.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm just saying, like your serves you some purpose.
I don't
right?
judge nobody.
Yeah, like I don't judge, man.
I don't judge
We're
at
not
all.
in court. You feel me?
No,
So
I
would
don't
you
judge at
let
all.
somebody in a black tie event with that on?
With what?
A Pornhub shirt on?
I mean, if
A Pornhub suit on?
if you pay for your ticket,
That's what I was gonna say. Like, as long as they pay, they can wear whatever.
Hey,
like,
man, business is business, strictly financial.
Ooh, money, shmoney.
I'm just saying, I like the color green.
It's beautiful.
It's
Speaking of my
so
last
it's
name.
so
Yeah.
beautiful.
you got to eat at the end of the year.
What black youngsters say? It's so beautiful.
No, he said beautiful.
No, that's my man's.
Yeah. I like his new lit album 223. That's
Man, that's
I like
my
that.
man.
I like that.
Black youngster is like a happy
He's a
person.
character.
Yeah, yeah.
See
He
him on the
is-
Breakfast Club?
I don't-
Hey, he don't get no fuck.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, he is a happy person.
Did y'all see his
He be
Instagram
living-
story with the strippers?
Of course,
that bitch
of
is
course.
lit.
I know that
I be
house
missing
very
out.
well.
Lit.
Cause
I be
I
missing
was
out.
there when I was, like they had like a house party over there.
Oh, okay.
I was there, but I wasn't there when I was
Missing
like, I was like, I don't know. I need to be at that party.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
The strip club came to the house.
I'm just saying that's so gangster to me.
Strip club
like,
came to the house.
Oh yeah, he
Then-
legit.
But let me show you how business savvy he is. He is so business savvy because what he did was, so it's $100,000, right? And he break it in half, 50,000 all in ones, right?
Right.
And then what he do is he bring his partner. His partners come through or whatnot. His partners got to buy some ones now, like how they do at the strip club,
Right.
So if he was to spend $50,000, he probably only spent like probably 20 or 10, based on how many of his boys came through. Because
And
probably
singles.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. He's not stupid. He ain't doing like that 50. Let's say if he did that 3 nights in a row, he probably spent 50,000 3 nights in a row, but he didn't spend it all in one day like he showed he did,
Yeah.
because he wasn't the only one throwing money. And where did the guys get the ones from? Of course, they were.
Lucci was there.
Yeah, especially.
Man,
I seen Fat Boy
you talking
in there.
about YFN Luke?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man, y'all know he go with Regine?
man, yeah. I
Lil
heard
Wayne
that.
daughter. Like
I
she
heard
like
that.
19. He
Oh,
like
we not gonna
27.
discuss that.
Yeah,
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, he
What?
he had the he like him young.
What?
Man, listen, man.
He like him. He
That's
like
kind
him
of
young.
disrespectful.
Yeah, man. I mean, he ate in Covenant Hospital talking about that baby, that baby over there, moist.
So I actually was having an argument, or I wouldn't say an argument. I was
This
having
show's
a
on
debate.
censor, right?
This show
Yeah,
is whatever the
goddamn,
fuck
this
you want.
bitch is uncensored.
This
shit.
motherfucker,
little bitty her.
little bit of whore.
So I had a debate over the weekend, okay?
Okay.
And this is serious because I want to talk about this, and I don't mean to get off track, But did y'all see the video with NBA YoungBoy and his girlfriend? And he slammed her, was pushing her, whatever. He went to jail, got charges for kidnapping. When I was debating with someone, they told me that the girlfriend was the liability for his career or for his downfall, for him getting locked up. Do you agree or disagree?
And now she dropping the mixtape.
I feel like she gonna be the downfall. I do feel like she gonna be the downfall.
So she's a liability to his career because he decided to.
I think it's more so like, cause he young as fuck, still. So it's like he don't really know what's best for him right now. Like in that situation, as far as that situation, he don't know what's best for him. And I feel like she can bring out that bullshit in him.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like she gonna be his downfall.
I disagree.
Why?
How you feel?
I disagree because I feel like he's a liability to himself. Even though they're young and, they have time to grow.
But he got
they
so much money. How old is he? 17 or 18?
He's like 19 years old.
Okay, he's 19.
He's like 19 years old.
And with more money than a 19-year-old, basically. Like, life is not the same as a normal.
But at what point do you leave your abusive girlfriend at home so that she's not a liability to your career at that point? So that you're not fighting everywhere in airports, in hotels, in restaurants.
Me personally, I agree with you. Fuck that bitch. I don't, you know what I'm saying? She pretty, but fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, that ain't how he looking at it. That's not how he looking at it. That's why I say she's gonna fuck some shit up.
See, we need mentors. They need mentors. Just like
I heard her say nothing.
So you don't think
she's just getting on the mic?
You don't
with
think
us?
he have any responsibility to his actions? Like you let her bring this out of you, and you should have some type of self control to control yourself in the situation.
Absolutely.
He's a liability to his own career because
fuck that
he's
bitch.
letting.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
All right, fuck that bitch. Leave that bitch alone.
I'm just saying. And then, but did y'all see her video? Did y'all see her video?
But that's easier.
Yeah,
She talking about. I'm dropping a mixtape. You dropping the mixtape? Why you a nigga in jail?
See what I mean? Listen,
did y'all see? It's on shade. It's on Shade Room. It's on shade. She's trying to get that. She's trying to get that bread to go bail her man out, huh?
But he ain't got no bill. Did you see the recent Shade Room? No bill.
No bill. See?
No bill.
Then why the fuck you dropping the mixtape for?
Man, because I'm telling you, man, listen.
Because you got to get that check while he in there.
If my girl ever drop a mixtape while I'm in jail,
I'm going to be jealous. I don't give a fuck. I'm jealous. I'm like,
no.
Tell the fuck. And then if that shit fire, I'm going to be pissed.
Like, bitch,
wait
for me.
Bring that bag, bitch.
Like,
bring that bag.
Wait for me.
He said, wait for me.
For real. Like, I'm just saying, that's like, especially if I'm a rapper and you drop a mixtape, like, this ain't like, I can't listen to that shit while I'm in here.
Right.
Straight up.
Hey, he might can though. You should.
Yeah,
jail has
my brother
changed over time.
For you to, this is the thing. What y'all gotta understand about jail, for you to gain access, for you to do the things that, like,
money.
Thank you.
Money.
It's a thin line. It's a thin line. It's a
general
thin
population.
Like, for you to have your cell phone in jail, like, because niggas have their cell phone in jail all fucking time. But it's like, for you to do that, there's money. You got to pay monthly fees. Like, because the thing about it, they're giving you access. It's like it's like house arrest then. You know? Because they're giving you all the things that you need.
Free food.
Yeah, you don't eat the same. You don't eat the same food they eat. You eat steak and like all that. You eat all that. Like, like, it's just, there are people. I feel like when Gucci was in jail, Gucci spent that check.
Gucci was eating shrimp and lobster.
Gucci, y'all saw like Gucci came out talking different.
Looking
totally
different.
Man,
looking different.
Like,
he came out looking like
talking different. He had a sweat. He's like, I want to go to dinner today. What do you want to eat today?
Him and his girl eating healthy and shit. Rice
the sun is shining.
I believe the real Gucci is still in prison. That's the real clone.
Gucci had new vocabulary I didn't know he had. He's like, the sun is so it's so sparkling today. I'm like, bro, spell sparkling, bro. I don't know if y'all saw that video.
Negative.
The video where the wife was asking him what he had on. He was naming all the designer stuff.
Yeah.
He's like,
in the house.
Yeah, he's like, I had some Gucci frames. You know?
He was
some
too much of this.
Yeah, like he was doing
He's a clone.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man.
He was bougie Gucci.
But that man, like I would say, that man, like, he made a decision. He made a decision, and it changed his life.
I think I like that Gucci better.
I feel like Gucci been living his best life since he got out.
Yeah, I know, and I like him like that.
Can you do y'all know, like, he's not got into any beef, any nothing?
Right.
Like, nothing
No. He slightly had some beef with Yo Gotti, and you know, but that ain't
Yo Gotti with the Young Dove situation.
No, just Gotti and him.
Like recently?
Not recently.
I'm not saying that's been
it was like
there for
summertime.
Years. That's been there for years.
Yeah.
Like Yo Gotti got in the game dissing Gucci.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because remember, you gotta also remember, like, Dolph came up under Gucci. Dolph used to run with Gucci back in the day. Like, Dolph's first performance was in Atlanta at A3C.
So with that being said, do you think the only reason why Dolph ain't signed the Cash or not Cash Money, what's Gotti?
He's loyal to Gucci.
Because he's loyal to Gucci.
Of course. This is period. Like, I don't know why they keep stretching the thing and trying to shoot up each other. Like, we know the reason why you ain't signed.
Gotti ain't do that. Gotti ain't do that that shit to Dolph.
No,
Gotti ain't do that.
The black youngster did this shit.
I don't think he did it. I don't think he did it.
Man, this is the thing. You gotta think about it. All of a sudden, shit just started happening. You know? Like, I'd say this. Like, I wouldn't think that Dolph would just do that to himself just to sell, just to bring out.
No, I ain't saying he did it to himself.
I'm saying they might not do it like physically, but they put out the vibe out there. It's like if you have shooters around,
right?
And I put out an energy like I don't like him, I don't like them.
No doubt, yeah. I got street brothers. I know that.
I said that them the ops. Oh, he say no more. Like, my shooters going to say no more. You don't even got to give them a green light.
Right.
This is the thing. One thing you have to understand: they're gangsters, thugs, or like people that don't know about the street.
Right.
You don't need to give a shooter the green light. He's a shooter.
He's already on go.
Like, they already set up. Like you don't give people a green light. The thing about it is that they act off like because their job is to protect you. It's to make sure that you're good. It's to make sure that so when you put out an energy out there, sometimes they act out on their own terms. So
yeah,
that shit's deep.
For real.
I feel like I just learned a lot right then and there. I didn't even know about already.
I'm just saying, like, people be acting like, stuff happens, and then it's just like, nah, like, stuff happened because of what's going on. Like, it's an energy that you put out there. Like, people get shot every day just based on, like, sometimes they don't even know what's going on just by you being there. By you being there, you say I'm too fast. by you being there,
shit been hit me.
Like by you being there, like they be like, oh, you were there, okay, so you gotta go to it's just that's why I tell people, man, you just sometimes, man, just mind your business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Like when you mind your business, dog, it's the best thing that can ever happen, dog.
Yeah, because when you mind your business, you get featured on Rolling Out.
Look at Lex, man. Lex out here just. You see the way
that drip just keep dripping.
Yeah, okay. I see you not washed. You drip. You drip. All right, for sure.
Talk a little bit about that, man.
Rolling Out, man. Shout out to my boy.
Amazing.
Andre Ellington. He writes for the.
A journalist for Rolling Out.
Yep. So